Hello, troopers, and welcome back to Ask G.A.R. Hopefully, this will be coming out the week I am at camp. Yes, I am at camp with my teens from church, and we are in Louisiana. To a couple of you who guessed, so yes, I am recording it there. So the audio might be a little different. We're in a little bit of a different recording options, but we're gonna hop right into it. I don't have a lot of time. Thank you so much. The channel has been doing really well, and I think that's a big part to you guys asking some amazing questions that have been drawing people in. So I really thank you for that. We got a lot of questions, so let's jump into it. Boyle asks, do you think LEGO will still make an Acolyte set after the failure of the show? I don't think so. I think these last episodes, I have yet to see it. I'm waiting to see the whole show come out and see if it's any good to watch from critics and different people and people I know, and then I might give it a watch. So far, the most recent episodes did not sound promising, so I would doubt that they're going to do an Acolyte set. Eris Games asks, do you think it is possible to get a TK Battle Pack or even an Imperial Attack Shuttle for Season 3 of the Bad Batch? I think it is possible just because the only reason I think it's possible that we would probably next year, if we're going to get it, it's going to be next year, but it's going to be competing with Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, so I don't know. The only reason I say maybe next year is because Mando Season 3 sets took an extra year. Some of them took an extra year to come out, so that's the only reason I give it a chance of coming out next, probably summer. If they don't come out next summer, probably not for a while, if ever. Brandon asks, are you planning on collecting all the 25th anniversary figures? I am not. It would be cool, but I do want most of them. But again, I'm not a huge fan of the Old Republic, so I don't really have a huge desire for Darth Malak. So probably not him. Maybe little Leia. My wife really liked her character, so I might try and pick her up for her. The other ones I would like, I'd like Cal Kestis. I'd like not Gar Saxon. What's his name? Saw Gerrera. I want to pick him up, but otherwise, I don't think I'll be picking up every single one. Maybe the R2 unit. I don't know. It's kind of a cool little Easter egg one, but I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up. Ask a Lego Star Wars designer any question. What would it be? Honestly, I just think I think I would just be pointed. And ask why the decision has been made to go lower quality on Clone Troopers. I know that's a controversial question, but that's honestly where I would go with it, is just asking them why are the printing issues acceptable when they didn't used to be, it doesn't seem. Why, when the community is really wanting waste commas, why has that decision been made? And just see if they... Obviously, them being completely honest about the decisions. They're probably going to be a bit political oftentimes and kind of hem around. I'd like to know... what they actually would think. And the second question, do you think LEGO should make a battle pack with army building figures, but they're all different examples, like one Stormtrooper, one Death Trooper, one Scout Trooper, one Snow or Sand Trooper? I don't think that's a terrible idea, but it does diversify your army, so if you're wanting to focus on one particular, it kind of really hurts that. So I think it should be, I think we could get both, but I prefer like 2 and 2 or 3 and 1, I think is a more decent one than just split one way. I think that's a bit rough, but other people's varying opinions. Let me know, guys, down below if you agree or disagree with my answer to that question. Isaac473 asks, do you think we will be getting more Bad Batch sets? Again, I don't know. I give it about a 40 to 50% chance, and if we do, it'll probably be next summer. If it's not next summer, probably not forever or for a long time. Ask G.A.R, what manner of Star Wars video game would you like to see them that isn't currently a thing or even a rumor? For me, honestly, just a Battlefront 3 honestly, I know it's going to be but that's what I love, some more Clone Wars content. Everything that was great about the Clone Wars content from Battlefront 2, the new Battlefront 2, bring that and then add some more planets, some different things, synergize some things together better. Maybe just leave out the sequels. I know, I'm sorry, but I don't think there's a huge drive for it. Give capital supremacy, actually going from ground to space to the starfighters, and I think you could even do starfighter supremacy too. I would like to see that game mode. Not that a lot of people really want it, maybe, but starting out in starfighters and then getting a certain amount of kills to board the enemy ship. I think that would be a pretty cool gameplay, kind of like some of the game modes from the first Battlefront. But I would like that. Honestly, would be my preference. Star Wars fan 212 asks, do you think LEGO should make an ARC 170 or V-Wing next year? I think I talked about this a week or two ago, but yes, it is high time. I think we'll get an ARC 170. I'm not so sure about the V-Wing, but yes, they should make one next year. Darfrog asks, what is your ideal 10 years in the future from LEGO Star Wars era? 360 arm printing, or like a battle pack you can customize the figs with a generic build, but you can choose what legion. My desire in 10 years is just to have, honestly, to go back almost 10 years, honestly, and have the quality of builds that they're doing now with maybe a bit of the size from 2014 and the quality specifically of Stormtroopers and Clone Troopers from 2014. That's what I really want to go back to. And actually, that's where I want 10 years. I don't think clone or figures need 360 arm printing or 360 printing. I think that might be a bit busy. I think it's kind of hard to pick what Legion in a battle pack. I like getting specific Legion for battle packs for different sets. So I don't know if necessarily that. I just want them to have the same quality of figures and then the quality of sets with the same size as in the times past. So yeah, in 10 years from now, I want what we had 10 years ago. So kind of ironic, isn't it? Let's see. Arca-Taylor asks, do you think LEGO should update the B1 droid design by adding posable arms? I don't think it'd be a horrible idea, but I'm also not one of the ones that is super bothered by the droid arms that we have. So I'm totally okay if they don't do anything. So I wouldn't mind it, but I don't think they need to do it. Anakin asks, do you think there's a non-zero chance they will get Star Wars sets with official alternate builds like the old times, or perhaps a dedicated 3-in-1 Star Wars set? Sorry for butchering that there. I don't know. I don't think we do. They just seem to have specific sets. What he's talking about, like sets in like 2000, I think it was like 4 to like 2008. They wouldn't have in the instructions, but they'd show you pictures of how to do an alternate design, and I think there was places that you could find them. I don't think they're going to do it anymore. I don't think they expect almost kids to be as creative. Maybe not that so much. I think kids will still be creative, but more than that, actually, I'll take that back. I think kids are still creative. The main purchaser base has somewhat shifted where the majority was kids now. It's still probably a majority is kids still buying Lego sets, especially Star Wars sets, but it's not as high a majority, or even it's a large minority now because of all the adult sets that they're making, and then play sets that people like and still want to put on display. So for them, because people are just buying sets to put on display, it's not really worth it to them to show off alternate builds anymore. I think that plays a big part in it. And then Clips Films actually asked some questions on some old videos or some old Ask G.A.Rs, but I'll do them here real quick. If you can't have Galactic Marines for clone trooper types because of non-trademarks, would Galactic Marines simply be called clone snowtroopers? I think that's a good idea. I know that's been tossed around before, as that's why LEGO won't make Galactic Marines, is because Marine is too associated with, I would have guessed, the United States Marine Corps. I mean, they're not the first ones to have Marines. Britain had, I think, Marines technically before the United States did. So, but I mean, like, I kind of get it within a military sense of, that you have to apply it to that. But on the other hand, I'm like, it's marine wildlife. Like, Marine doesn't just specifically deal with soldiers under the Department of the Navy. Like, it's not just fighting men. There's also, the marine biology. Like, it has to do with water. So it's kind of fortuitous to just associate Marine with naval soldiers. Well, not that would get in trouble for that, but soldiers usually within the Department of the Navy that specialize in certain things. So I kind of get it, but like, I don't think we should really have to do it just because of that. And then he also asked, do you think LEGO should use the Ninjago movie hairpiece for Anakin Skywalker? I apologize. I have yet to look up that piece. I'll have to I'll look up, throw a picture, and put in the text if I agree with that we should. But yeah, I think we should try and get something better for Anakin. I think like the 2008 to 2013 was decent, but I think that they could get a little bit better with the head mold, or not the head mold, with the hair mold for Anakin Skywalker. So thank you guys for watching. Again, hopefully this comes out this week of the 17th of June, not on that day, but the week of that. Thank you guys so much for all the support lately. The channel's been doing really well the past couple weeks, and honestly, Ask G.A.R has been doing really well the past couple weeks, and I really think that is down to your guys' amazing questions, asking very pertinent questions that are applicable to a lot of people, and people enjoy watching. So thank you so much for that. Keep them coming, and I will catch you guys next time.